Hello everyone, as you know, my name is Junhan. Today we are going to talk about the mastery journey. In this video, the first I will be talking about who am I and a master in my field and how I relate to them. The second, I will also start to ask two questions to my master. Then that I will ask them why and how. Lastly, I will discuss two out of the seven that are related and how I relate to them. When I was young, I've always dreamed to be invited people into the world that I myself created with my own imagination and ability to make fun things so that they can experience happiness. That is what made me start to dream of life as a game developer. So this decision and the simple idea led me to choose master degree in game design, which was the closest thing I could study to related field. So now I'm a full Sail University master student, and this school has great potential to make me another level game designer and great creative person. To finish my introduce, and I want to say someone who impressed me in the Book of Mastery by Robert Greene was the Thomas Edison. I think he is most resonate with me since he strongly believed in following his passion and never giving up. Thomas Edison may be the greatest inventor in history. He has over 10,000 patents in his name. Many of his inventions still have a major effect on our life today. He was also a business entrepreneur. Many of his inventions were group effort in his large invention laboratory, where he made many people working for him to help develop, build, and test his invention. According to the book by Robert Greene, Thomas Edison was born in Ohio on February 11, 1847. His family moved to Michigan, where he spent most of his childhood. Surprisingly, he did not do well in school and ended up being homeschooled by his mother. I think that it was a turning point for him because he explored many things and developed interested in his physics and mathematics. Thomas was an enterprising young man selling vegetable, candies, and newspaper on train. One day he saved a child from the runaway train. The child's father repaid Edison by training him as a telegraph operator. As a telegraph operator, Thomas became interested in communication, which would be a focus on many of his inventions. But everyone knows that the Thomas Edison failed so many times before he invented the light bulb. At the time, if he thought of himself as a loser, the whole world would still have to rely on candlelight at night. This is a short biography, but after reading a book, now I realize that he had failed a lot to make his own invention. But the important thing is, he was never forgive up. Through this story, one thing I learned and inspired me was his strongly belief in following his passion and never giving up, even if he made 1999 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. The second thing I learned that is that the most sustained way to succeed is always to try just one more time. It was about inspiration and determination and never giving up on my interest for my game developer and learning and growing. In this reason, I think that he can be my master. And last topic is if I had a chance of asking him the face-to-face question, I would like ask, how do you find the courage to continue pursuing your dream after big failures? And the other question is that if you have a chance to come this day, what do you want to learn? Because I want to know in order to motivate in passionate game. The lastly, select two of the seven deadly related from chapter 4 for me. These two are rigidity and compromise. The reason why I choose rigidity because sometimes they pretend to hold on a specific idea and it takes some time for me to shake those ideas at all. And when it comes to being creative developers, the conformism holds that individuals and the small groups do best by blending in with their surrounding and by doing nothing eccentric or out of the ordinary in any way. For this reason, I think that if you want to be a creative person, these two concepts are dangerous subject for making new idea. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.